One of these hackers is a teenager in his bedroom, running code he doesn't even understand. Another is a government that can reach across the world and switch off a power grid. We call them both hackers. And that one word is hiding the most dangerous misunderstanding in cybersecurity. There are 7 levels of hacker, and the distance from level 1 to level 7 is the distance between a prank and an act of war. By the end of this video, you'll know which level emptied a casino with a single phone call, which level shut down 45% of America's fuel supply, and which level you cannot stop, no matter what you spend. We're ranking all 7 by one question. How hard are they to stop? Let's climb from the harmless to the unstoppable. Level 1, the script Kiddie. They don't write their own tools, they download them. Point, click, attack. The exploits and stress testers they use were built by people much further up this ladder. The Kiddie just pulls the trigger. The motive is rarely money. It's bragging rights, a grudge, knocking a rival offline in a game. They're loud, predictable, and easy to block. So why start here? Because the tools they borrow are getting more powerful every year, and the gap between kid with a download and real threat is shrinking. A script Kiddie wants attention. The next level wants something money can't buy, and that makes them far harder to stop. Level 2, the Hacktivist. Now there's real skill, but it's aimed at a cause, not a payday. Think website defacements, leaked documents, coordinated takedowns timed to a protest. Groups in the anonymous mold don't want your credit card. They want a message on the front page. That makes them harder to stop, because you can't buy them off, and you can't always predict the target. Hacktivists want you to listen. Level 3 doesn't care if you ever notice, because by then your money's already gone. Level 3, the scammer. This is hacking for money, run by one person or a small crew. Phishing emails, fake invoices, romance and crypto scams. Stolen logins sold on the dark web for a few dollars each. It's mostly a numbers game. Blast a million emails, a few hundred people click. Low sophistication, but high volume, and it funds the next rung up. One scammer is a nuisance. But what happens when they hire developers, open a support desk, and run it like a Fortune 500 company? Level 4, the ransomware cartel. This is organized crime that operates like a company. Developers, support staff, even customer service for victims. Their model is ransomware as a service. They build the malware and rent it to affiliates for a cut. The Russian-speaking group behind the Colonial Pipeline attack worked exactly this way. A $4.4 million ransom, 45% of the US East Coast's fuel offline, all from one stolen password. I broke that whole story down in a full episode. Links on screen. They're level 4 because they're funded, professional, and relentless. Every level so far had to break in from outside. The next one is already sitting at a desk, inside your building. Level 5, the insider. An employee or contractor with legitimate access. And that changes everything. They might be malicious, a disgruntled admin who copies a database on the way out, or simply negligent. One careless click, one password reused. You can't firewall someone you've already decided to trust. Colonial didn't even need a malicious insider, just a forgotten one, an account that should have been deleted months earlier. Now imagine that person is working against you on purpose. An insider has to already work for you. Level 6 doesn't. They'll just call your help desk and politely ask you to let them in. And it works. Level 6, the social engineer. These crews don't hack computers. They hack people. A convincing phone call to an IT help desk. A faked ID. I'm locked out. Can you reset my password? said with enough confidence. A crew of social engineers did exactly that to MGM Resorts, talked their way in over the phone, and triggered an outage that cost the company around $100 million. No malware required. Full breakdowns on the channel. This is why Level 6 is so frightening. Your firewall, your antivirus, even your multi-factor authentication. None of it matters the instant a human being says, yes. Social engineers beat your technology by fooling your people. But there's one level above them. That doesn't need to fool anyone, because it writes the rules of the game. Level 7, the nation state. The apex. Government-backed teams. PTs. Advanced persistent threats. With effectively unlimited budgets, their own secret zero-day exploits, and the patience to sit in your network for years. They don't want your money. They want secrets, leverage, and the ability to break things in the physical world. Stuxnet, a worm widely attributed to the US and Israel, physically destroyed roughly 1,000 centrifuges at Iran's Natanz nuclear facility. The SolarWinds compromise, widely attributed to Russian state hackers, slipped a backdoor into a routine software update. Around 18,000 organizations downloaded it, though only a smaller, hand-picked few were actually breached, including US government networks, where the intruders sat quietly for months. You cannot patch your way out of a government that has decided to get in. That's Level 7. Here's what should keep you up at night. The most expensive hacks in recent history, MGM Colonial, weren't Level 7. They were Levels 4, 5, and 6, the boring middle of this list. Nation-states grab the headlines. The middle empties the bank accounts and shuts down the pipelines. So which level is the real threat to most companies? Tell me in the comments. And next week, we go inside Level 6. How a teenager hijacked the Twitter accounts of Obama, Musk, and Gates in a single afternoon. See you then.